Okay, so while I'm walking around and searching and looking, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit of a story. So this mountain right here is Superstition Mountain, and it's really popular. People come out here all the time from everywhere. We're in Arizona, in case you're not sure. And people come out here to hike the Superstition, especially Flatiron. It's beautiful. This is an amazing area to be at. But it's also kind of dangerous, and it's also kind of one of those areas that really throws people because that mountain really doesn't look that tall, that big. It doesn't look, I guess, for some, that scary or intimidating. And so that's where people seem to get themselves in quite a bit of trouble. And so it was, I want to say 2019, if I'm correct. You can Google this story. It's not a story that I'm making up. In August, we reached temperatures that are what I call the triple digits. Everyone calls it triple digits. You're looking at 110 on up. In August is not really the time to come out here. Right now I'm out here. It's gorgeous out here. It's about 70 degrees. February, it's fantastic. When it's summer, when it's August out here and you're in triple digits, the ground pretty much radiates. It's as hot as it can get. And climbing these kind of mountains is deadly. You have people that will dismiss it often because they go, oh, it's not very tall, it's not big. No, it's not Mount Everest, absolutely. It is not the tallest. That's not necessarily what's going to get you in trouble when you're in the desert is the altitude as much as the heat, the intensity of our heat, the dryness of being out here and not being prepared for it. This group had come on out, and from what we all understand, they were part of an exercise group or some kind of traveling group, and they were from Kansas, I believe. Now, Kansas has dry weather as well, and they get hot as well. So I'm pretty sure that's also some of what would let you think, okay, I'm in shape for this. I'm ready to be out hiking in this kind of terrain, right? Completely makes sense. They get up to the ranger station, if you will, parking area for Superstition Mountain for the Lost Dutchman Trail. We get out there about 3 o'clock, and the rangers are like, no, it is too hot. What are you thinking? But the only person, really, or a couple people that got that message, the bus driver and whoever else went inside to make sure they could park, that information never got to the 40 some odd people still sitting on the bus. Now that's something I want you guys to really think about and listen to with everything that's going on nowadays. We have all kinds of crazy going on, and it's what I call guilt by omission. When you don't tell somebody parts of the facts or things that would really matter to them and their well-being, you're part of you're responsible for the mayhem or whatever ensues. So you have a bus driver, whoever else gets back on the bus, and they drive on in, and that leads people to believe that things must be okay. All right, well, somebody else must know, and that seems to be what happens. Is we all kind of wait for somebody else to be in charge, right? Somebody else is going to fix the situation. Somebody else is going to tell us to stop because this is dumb, instead of what's happening inside of your soul telling you to stop, right? Okay, so in August, it's 113 degrees maybe on that day. When you step out of the bus, that heat's going to hit you like an oven. It's not going to be a surprise to anyone that is warm out here. That's the part that really I just still don't understand, is if you get hit with that kind of heat, you're like flame blasted of an oven when you come out here in the summer. Ask anyone who's local. It is hot. The parking lot was empty. There's no one out there. And 40 some odd people decide to climb up because they're told it's an easy hike. They could do it in a short amount of time. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, it is not an easy hike at all. And it's not something you're going to do in a short amount of time unless you are in tremendous shape. You're going to be in good shape. And for those of you that can do it in a short amount of time, rock on, you are in excellent shape. The rest of us have no business even thinking that we could come close to that. For most people, parking and getting halfway out to the trail is enough, and they're like, this is insane, and it gets harder and more dangerous as you go. So the rangers already knew that this was not going to be the best situation. How do I know this stuff? I actually went and talked to the rangers because I couldn't believe this story. I was like, no way, this story's not true. Yes, it was. So these 44 people managed to get themselves all in different areas up there and have to be rescued. And this is the part that upset me really a lot, and why I keep making videos about it. When you ask rescue teams, those are real people, those are real humans that are now having to come out into extraordinary heat, extra gear on. the things to come and save you. Now, of course, that's what they're there for. That's what they're designed for. We love our rescue people. Yes, I love my rescue people. But when you do something when you really shouldn't have, and now you're putting other people at risk, when there's not really any good reason for it, and a lot of these people just went along with it thinking everything was going to be okay and not really accepting or weighing the risk of what was going to happen or what was going to happen to others. Yeah, we can blame it on the heat, we can blame it on the ignorance, but I want to say sometimes you have to go with what you feel actually inside. And you can't tell me that as you get closer to that mountain doesn't tell you to, whoa, step it back. It's called the Superstition Mountain for a reason. Okay, I didn't name it that. It's had that name for a while. This is not a mountain to play with. Look it up if you don't believe me, right? I tell these stories, like I said, so they can continue to go out and we can keep the message out there that I get it. I get what happened. You had a bunch of people together and somewhere caught up in all of it said, okay, we're going to go, even though bones will let you know you may not make it. No, okay, these are animal bones, so I'm being a little dramatic on that. You know what I'm saying, but it's hot. Turn on your oven, stick your face near it, and say, do I want to go hiking in it for hours? No, I don't. Do I want to do it for even 20 minutes? No, I don't. Am I prepared for this? No. And have the sense about yourself when inside you says, this is wrong. I don't feel that this is something I should be doing, supporting, should be a part of. Then say it. Say it out loud. Okay? Stop. It might shift. Had enough of the people from that group said, whoa, this is too hot. I'm not going. I'm sitting right here on this bus with the air conditioning till you take me away. We might not have had that instant, right? So something to think about.